Here is our Christmas tree. It looks beautiful. It's kind of tilting. Let me fix the camera. It looks really nice. But I noticed they don't have our train. Here's our train. It's a replica of a train from the coal mining era. This year the train is not lit. So I am not sure why. Maybe they just wanted to decorate something else, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just driving around town right now. Me and Rocky, just checking out things. Something happened at McDonald's and I'm taking my little behind back home. I don't know what's going on, but I don't want the police to stop me. My car doesn't drive very fast, so why would they stop me? But you never know, right? It's always something going down. And I don't want to get mistaken to be part of that. So we are headed back. I charged up the car as good as I could. 61-mile range. But look at the temperature. Look at the temperature, guys. It's 18. It dropped. It was 27 when I recorded the diabetes video, the one that I just uploaded not too long ago. It was 27, a high of 27. Now it's 18. So my battery is gonna die. The cold weather affects these e-car batteries. It doesn't damage it. It doesn't leave permanent damage. It just decreases the battery. It diminishes the battery, and when it's warm and you go to charge it, it's okay. It'll maintain a good charge. But I sat there for a while because I wanted to make that video, and I paid a little over $2 for the whole session of charging. It was almost 3 hours. That's not bad, guys, right? Not bad, but I still can't convince a lot of people to get an e-car. You have to make sure that you live in an area where there's plenty of charging stations. There's about, let me see, 1, 2, 3. We have 3 charging stations and 1 Tesla charging station. My car cannot use a Tesla because it's a rapid charging, and I have no connector to connect it. An adapter. And not all Tesla charging stations want non-Tesla cars there. So you have to find out first if specific Tesla stations are willing to accept non-Teslas to be used at their charging station with an adapter. So, yeah, when I wake up tomorrow morning, I pray to God it doesn't drop any less than, oh, God, it's 17. Let me tell you, this is on point, okay? My e-car, when it comes to the temperature, it is really accurate. It's really, I'm going up a hill, so the elevation is higher and the temperature is going to be dropping. God, I don't like the cold. I have a heating blanket and I have a space heater. And I try to seal up all the cracks and crevices around the windowsill to keep out all that cold drafts. And, you know, I'm having a problem with my throat. I'm not really sure what's going on, guys. I'm having a problem. It could be related to the diabetes, you know. It could be because I also have an infected tooth that's been there for a minute, as the kids would say. It's been there for I would say over a year. Okay. Now it's starting to turn decayed. Due to my high blood sugars. And I was being a little hard-headed. You know, I'm paying for this dental insurance every week. It's coming out of my pay, and paying for doctors and all this insurance. And I never once used my dental insurance the whole time that I had my job, my good paying job. I had excellent dental coverage, excellent. Dental implants would have been covered, crowns, caps, gold crowns. All of that stuff would have been covered. Root canals and stuff. And as you know, dental services is very expensive. It's ridiculously expensive. And that's a good profession, though. It really is. If you can tolerate working in people's dirty mouths, dental, in the dentist field is very, very profitable. It's very good. People want to have a nice grill, you know. They want to have a nice smile. And they'll go to the end of the earth to have that done. I had a coworker who, she was always picking her teeth. And so I asked her, I said, why are you always digging around in your teeth? Oh, I paid $4,000 for my mouth. This is an investment for me. I'm not gonna mess up my teeth. I'm not gonna let my teeth get all decayed and corroded and get these implants and whatever she had replaced. She was always picking her, but she can damage her teeth by always digging around in her teeth. It was kind of silly. I think it just became a habit for her. And anyway, it was funny. With me, if I get implants, I would definitely have to have a very tight control of these sugars. I know they're using titanium instead of, surgical metal or whatever they make the implants out of. Sorry guys, I got one hand on the steering wheel and the other hand I'm trying to drive. I'm trying to keep an eye on the road. We had some snow yesterday, so there's a lot of black ice. In the next couple of days, all of this will be gone. Thank you, Jesus. The titanium is what they're using for implants now and replacements and stuff. But I was told that it can still corrode. Sugar can corrode it over time. Over time, sugar can corrode it, and it can make the implant weak. My aunt had a full mouth replacement, and she invested a lot of money. She had a decent job working as a teacher, and that was one of her pride and joy was having her mouth fixed. And unfortunately, she had uterine cancer. It came back about 10 years later. She was on treatment. She was on a different form of chemo and radiation and all of that. And also that did damage to her mouth as well. And before she passed, she was talking about trying to get she was very optimistic. She was talking about trying to get the teeth replaced. She had one that it was in the front. She was kind of vain. She was into vanity a lot. But that, unfortunately, that never happened. she had passed away. But yeah. Once again, I know I keep talking about this diabetes thing. I can't get enough of talking about diabetes. How it can just run havoc through your body. It affects everything. It affects your nerves. It affects your heart, your organs, your vital organs. And like I said before, your mouth. You'll get infection, tooth gum infection. Okay? It's not because it's a lack of hygiene or anything like that. It's because you have high blood sugars. High blood sugars. Your teeth will fall out. For a matter of fact, I have some teeth that are missing due to high blood sugars that I had in the past. Okay, so I just I just wanted to kind of give you that information, and we're home now. Look at my door, guys. That's our Christmas decoration. I wanted to give a live treat this year, but I changed my mind. It's just too much work with those needles falling down, and then, the cat might climb up the tree, the dog might pee on it, and I'll come home, it's toppled over on the floor, I changed my mind because I know how these guys can be. Come here, Rocky. You want to say hello? Come here. Here's Rocky. I don't know if you can see him. It's so dark. Anyway, they can be bad. They can be really, really bad. And believe it or not, the cat can be the instigator. Yeah, he can be the instigator. So you guys have a nice night. We made it home nice and safe. Here's our RV. See the snow? It wasn't as bad as that first storm that we had. Thank God. But nonetheless, it's still snow. And I don't like it. I'm tired. I'm just too old for snow, guys. I'm too old for this. My body can't take it anymore. I grew up in a cold state. I come from the Northeast. So, when I was a kid, it used to snow every other day. That was the norm. I'm 56 years old. Anybody who's from the Northeast, they know about that, who's in my age group. It used to snow every other day in the winter season. Things have changed. For about 20 years, we didn't hardly have any snow. And we rarely had snow for Christmas. And then it came back, and it came back with a vengeance, I tell you. It came back. It was 1 year. I can't think of that governor. It was a female governor we had. I can't think of her name right now. She had closed down the state. And I was stuck at BJ's. I was doing security work. And they had a nerve to tell me, you need to leave. You won't get paid for the extra time that you're there. I'm like, what? They had shut the state down. They had stopped all traffic. The highway was not clean. I was about an hour away from home. It was at night. And I was told that I was only going to get paid for the time that I actually worked until the governor had shut everything down. And I'm standing there looking, as my grandmother would say, looking like Jake, looking stupid. I didn't know what to do. And it turned out that I was working with a young lady who had worked at BJ's, who was cousins to some childhood, I wouldn't say they were friends, but some childhood people that I grew up with. And they're a mixture of Native American from New England and African American. And beautiful people. Very, very well, she was very nice. Her cousins, I didn't really care for them very much, but it turned out we were talking, and she was like, oh, okay, so you live like, you live like 3 streets in front of where my cousins. I said, yeah, yep. And so she said that I was more than welcome to spend the night. She actually said that she felt like I was her family. And I thought that was really, really nice. I thought that was very, very nice of her. But, I said, I need to get home. I need to try to get home. Like a fool, I left. And I had a Volkswagen. Oh, what type of Volkswagen? It was a small Volkswagen Golf. I had a silver Volkswagen Golf. When I left that place, the highway, I've never driven on the highway that was not plowed. That was the first time ever. And it was a lot of snow. I mean, it was a dumping. That was like the first dumping that we really saw in 20 years. It was a lot of snow. And I ended up driving and I plowed through that snow with my Volkswagen Golf, and I made it home safe. I made it home in one piece. And, I'm not going to do anything foolish like that again. And I should have quit that company, huh? How they threatened me, how they said that I was only going to get paid for the amount of time that the store was officially open. And then when the governor had shut everything down and all of that, I was told that I needed to leave, that I was not going to get paid. If I was going to stay there, I was not going to get paid. And I was not a worker of BJ, so, they were kind of like, well, we don't advise you to leave, to drive in the snow, but yet at the same time, you can't stay here overnight. So what am I supposed to do then? What am I supposed to do? It was a nightmare. I resented them for a very long time, too. I should have did something about that. This company was based out of New Jersey. They were some son of a guns. Anyway, so, all right, guys. Let me get out of here. Let me get out the car and go inside. It is 15 degrees. Look at that. 15 degrees. I have no running water. I haven't had any running water the whole entire day. That really sucks, because I wanted to take care of my dishes and cook something. So I have a sink full of dirty dishes. And for a matter of fact, my pet's water dish had ice in it. It was frozen. It had froze up. It had froze up while I was sleeping. See, but I have a heated blanket. Thank you, God. I have a heated blanket to protect me, to keep me nice and warm. And when my pets, when they're cold, they snuggle up with me under the blanket. My dog, he likes to burrow himself under the blanket. And Simba, he's a cat. He's pretty cool. He just rolls himself up in a little curling, ball. And he's chill. He can sleep through cold weather. He's a cat. He knows how to survive. But you guys have a wonderful night. Okay, look at this. Look at this. The range has dropped to 48. The range of my car. That's because the outside temperature is very, very cold. It's affecting the battery. When I start this car tomorrow, it's probably going to be like 27. I mean, that's enough to get me to go down the street and charge it at the charging station. But it's kind of like a waste of money, But anyway, have a nice night, guys. Bye-bye.